Stream just blipped out. Oh, we're back. Oh my gosh. I praised the chat and then the world collapsed, you know? There we are. We're back, everybody. Sorry about that madness. Oh my gosh. We're so back. We're so back. We found the flame again. We're back. Oh my gosh. So, hey, sorry about that. That's why, you know, Comcast is the worst. So, I don't know. that was frustrating. So, sorry about it. We're back. My bad. Not my bad. I don't know. It's the internet's bad. Everything happens for a reason. What can we say? Maybe I just needed a breather. All right, let's do some of these quick side quests. Or not side quests. Let's do some of these quests real quick. Comcast is the real villain. Who controls Ultima? Comcast. Xfinity. We cooked too close to the sun. You're so right.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone. Grab your pitchforks. We rise at dawn for Comcast. Yeah. Okay, we're looking for old Sid's notes. Just so you know where I'm wanting to go tonight. Huge F. I know, right? Big pain.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary.
So frustrating. So stinking frustrating.
Better keep looking.
Allegedly.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes.
You even out of my following list? Oh no.
Won't be needing these.
I have a question. Is there a guy upstairs right now? Is he... What? Let's look at this. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
Stolen Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's.
Here's a sus guy.
What's this tucked inside it?
What you mean, man? Midadol, I know that you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best. And so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus daughter, dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck! Yes, and only slightly, he was the looter intelligentsia, initially imprisoned in the old hideaway.
So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
This is such a pretty song. All the music in this game's pretty. What am I saying? Gosh, it's so nice. Hello. How are you doing?
Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion.
Unless you mean the orchestrion.
11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise
Still
me.
their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
To the orchestrion. Someone's going to do some trolling, make a comp of Clive saying mid to use it as a reaction. I mean, fair. In my side quest video, I definitely kind of played on that a little bit. Hello, children.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons.
Well, children, now we've learned something. I know they've had a hard life, but these kids need some discipline. Barnabas would never.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Ruby, what do you mean? I do think the song to Sail Forbidden Seas makes more sense now. What do you mean? Did they learn, though? No, they didn't learn. They did not learn, freaking kids. They just wanted to listen to the entire OST. That is true. If this game doesn't at least get OST of the year, then the world deserves proper Genesis. Fair. Fair. Clearly, people's will is wrong. And so, we need to overtake their will. That's what it is. That's a joke. I'm not a tyrant. I'm not a fascist. Zentetsu!
Cord on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you
Everyone's
fix it?
opinion is valid, but sometimes it's also wrong.
Yeah, yes.
Valid does not necessarily mean correct. Valid just means like, you know,
Fixed it.
it's a valid opinion.
Fixed it.
It's not a good one.
He more than fixed it.
He made it better.
Music.
New music.
Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed
I mean that if
this.
we interpret the Urus cases as the dominance clash and the mood of the sign being about overcoming the problems. The media literacy rate in Valencia is very low. You're right.
Don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said...
Valid does not equal sound. Okay, okay.
this stuff
Where's my philosophy majors at? Get after
Let's
it.
just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
I know I've talked about my side quest video a lot lately. I will let you know that I am working on a script for a new video right now. You're taking logic classes right now? Awesome. How are those going? Sorry, just English here. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Hey, listen, we're all needed in this. Don't give me PTSD. Goofy thing about To Sail Forbidden Seas was that it meant Leviathan is actually beneath the entire plot of 16 in some
Just the
wacky
two
way.
of us.
Aww.
Aye,
I like it.
who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off.
Tarya,
Yes,
a simple
left.
yes would have
He did have the
worked.
decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No.
No. We're not the prince's keepers.
Boolean and Aristotle
do as
logic.
he sees fit.
Ooh.
I'd rather he
That's
did
fun.
so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near
It's been a
healed.
long time since I've
Much like yours, I suspect.
looked into that stuff.
Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then
No
please
rest for the
try to
weary.
stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Hey. You know what we need to do, lady?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails.
You know what we need to do. What
I have
is
to get
it?
back.
There's one thing.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out
Tie Dion to no.
what you can.
Potions. We need potions. More than anything.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You're robbing me blind, you know. Last elixir. Maybe I need one of those. Nah.
Is that
whatever.
all?
Oh, I do need to maybe blacksmith
What do I
some
owe the
things.
honor?
Are you still sad, buddy?
What you
You
want?
okay?
No scratches, right? My best work, but it'll
The
do.
comments every time. In ethics class, we were talking Genesis and what Jesus thought made humans good. Ooh, talk to us about that. That's good. Talk to us about it.
That it?
You're robbing me blind. Is that all? Okay, we're not talking to these people. Today is not the day for side quests. Today is the day for big boy quests. And big girl quests. We gotta save our wife. So true. Okay, here we go. This is good times. We're actually doing some work tonight. I feel good about it. Deinheya is said to be the fastest ship in Palestina. Yeah, Barnabas is just a man of the sea. You know, he's just chilling. Detachment. Say more about that. Describe it to us. One, to be hopeful. I like that. Detachment. From what? 3, freedom. Good.
Am I right, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aine is one of the largest, fastest vessels.
Aine-ya.
And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like
Okay.
my
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
Certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharmr?
I know his sword hurts like a mother.
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
Can sever the threads of creation.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
I should have checked, Ruby. You're right. I didn't think about it. Mid!
Company! We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Crazy how Odin basically got the most powerful reality-altering powers from Ultima.
Everyone with me?
Okay, this is kind of a cool fight. The squad! And Groot is like, bit windy. Kick the torch over! Racy, good detail catching. Good.
Here they come.
And again, what are they? Mindless crusaders.
It needs every moment we can give her.
Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers. I'll have you know Earthbreaker here plunge transfer into the heart of every man in the cliff.
We love him so much, don't we? We love him. Easy peasy, baby.
About that offer, Gav?
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast.
I love Gavin Byron. They're so good. Oh! Come on, let's go. Lot of playful. Yeesh. Aye. I see a lot, I see some things in the chat about Barnabas potentially not being human. Ruby, what do you mean by that? Not human has become something other than human. Say more about that. I'm trying to save my accepting the truth mode. There we go. I don't know if it would be spoilers. It might be spoilers. Yeah, let's maybe save it for maybe after next stream, I guess. Because we'll finish up Ash, or do Ash next time. Come on, squad. Help me out. Kriya is Simpson. Yikes! Enemies slain. Hooray. How these boys get so big, they eat their Wheaties. Drink their milk. It does a body good. Remember that the other missions right after this one, so that so you have to do that one or save it right at the start. Okay. Noted, noted.
That was easy enough.
Easy.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Aye, aye. And they eat the very same cow it came from. You're right. It's like a buffet.
Clive.
He back.
But I thought he was.
It's as I feared.
Confounded.
Nope.
It is as I feared.
Okay.
Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Yeah. That Odin / Barnabas created this as like he's eggy.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Phoenix's fiery firmament. He is a horsey.
Up for another round? Of course we are.
Good music though. Good music. No risk, no reward. I love this one. He was last seen as a horse. Heads will roll.
All the same. Mate, new plan.
Go.
You leave, we follow.
Follow? Swimming, are you?
Swimming.
Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Okay, it's time. Let's do this. Let's do this. I love this song so much. Oh, I love it. Fires me up.
My friends, it is not blood that runs through Eikon veins. These foes
Will they not?
They will.
Like oaks before a woodman is axed. Good thing I brought one!
It is a good thing.
How long are we meant to keep this up?
Crap.
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 in
Ba,
the
ba,
past.
ba, 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 da. This is my favorite part of this song. Ba da 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 da, ba 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 da, da 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 da, da da da. Yes, Cat's Chain, so true. That's exactly what I do.
Should we make for the ship? Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Yeah, Ultima really believes in old Odin, doesn't he? To the fray! To the fray!
In your own time, Clive.
In your own time!
Right, run for it!
I have some thoughts on that if you want to be honest. Thank you, Byron. You best go, Clive. Not during the cutscene, I will. Go! That's why we don't skip arm and pull-up day. We love it. I have some thoughts. We'll get to the main screen in a moment.
All right, engine full ahead.
Could have used Phoenix shifted. Hold on tight. Cool part. That was awesome. The Ein Hey-Ya. This is as good a spot as any. I will share what I was going to say. I saw y'all talking about this idea of a divine king. While that is the lecture series of Final Fantasy XV for me, one thing I will say tonight is that with Barnabas, and you've kind of played into this, favorites with Odin, we see him as this divine ruler, all this kind of stuff. I do see some interesting parallels with, say, with the Emperor, with Constantine specifically, who becomes a Christian, and it fundamentally changes the makeup of the Christian church moving forward. Whereas before, Christianity was a kind of localized small gathering, or an ecclesia, as it's said in Greek, which is just a word for a gathering. These gatherings would take place in homes. They would take place on the graves of martyrs or of saints. But when Constantine became a Christian, one of the mandates that he did, or one of the changes that he did, was he essentially said, we need to Romanize the church. Like, instead of, being a bunch of rats that are hiding about in graves and in homes, we need to build these places that are befitting of this great faith. And so you begin to see the Romanization, cathedral building, grand teaching centers, and people began to move from rows into circles, or excuse me, from circles into rows, whereas the original church, the ecclesia, was always meeting in living rooms and gathering spaces, and they would be sitting around one another, no one elevated above anyone else, aside from leaders and house leaders and all that kind of stuff. But it was a conversation, witnessing, or testimonies, testifying to what they had seen and experienced with Jesus. Constantine comes in and pivots them to large structures, cathedrals, across Europe even, and dresses out the ministers with elaborate robes and vestments, academic robes in many cases, but essentially creates a hierarchy. And that's why we have pulpits and altars and things like this that elevate some priests, ministers, pastors, to a place above the congregation. It's not just about seeing them, though that's a practical thing, but it's also kind of an elevation of both the word and the one giving the word for the day, which is the preacher. Now, this is all well and good, except for the fact that it kind of shifted Christianity from a sort of grassroots, localized effort into something that was a bit more institutional, one whose accoutrements, so to speak, were kind of elevated to a level of prestige, accessibility issues at this point, approachability of the divine, which ultimately leads to some things, Martin Luther and then reformers, even beyond that, in denominations and stuff. So there was a movement into this idea of church, or Kirk, in the German, that is what became more synonymous with church, institution, rather than ecclesia, gathering. And one of the things that I see with Barnabas is that he is instilling this idea of a hierarchical mechanism, in that if you are going to follow God, then these are the legalistic sort of things that you have to do. These are the subjugations of the will. These are the repression of the self in order for you to fully get into this. He is thought of as this high king because he's ordering the people into this kind of removal of their own will, and a recognition that there are those that are higher above them than they may like or prefer. So it is a diminishing of the will, of the free will of self, in lieu of the institutional will of the religion. And that's where we get into like the circle of Malleus, which we'll get into next time. I'm going to lose my mind. Freaking Comcast. Okay, here's the thing. We are going to get through this. We're going to get through this part, and then we're going to continue. Okay? I am losing my mind here. I am losing my mind up in here. Barnabas is severing the audio. You can see me? Can you hear me? But there's no audio. What in the world? What is happening? What is happening? Okay. I don't know what exactly is happening. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Nigh every audio cable. Sigh. Okay, so we're going to end and pop back in. End and pop back in, okay?